This is McCook's Mr. Bilson. Honored to have you here. This is an ice buster. It cost me about $20 about 5 years ago. I thought I was wasting my money, and my wife wasn't real impressed with it at the same time. I was trying to find something that might be better than just an old shovel to pound and bust up ice. The older you get, the more you fear ice because you might fall. The older you get, the more you fear ice. And so busting it up as easily as possible is a godsend. And I've already started busting up some here, but it just busts it up, makes it a lot easier to get to. And you let go of it. That last split second as you're thrusting it down, you let go of it so it doesn't jolt you. And you know, if you got back trouble like I do, you don't want that. You let go of it that last split second and let the weight of this, and this is pretty heavy as far as that goes, let the weight go down and smash and bust up the ice so that you can then remove it with a shovel. A good little product, and I think it's something worth owning for yourself. I came out of an orphanage, and my parents were sharecroppers, and I saw poverty up close and personal. And starting school, my parents just assumed the schools would educate me. And I was behind the other kids in my class, and I stayed there because catching up is almost impossible. And through my entire school career. And I said, that isn't going to happen to my kids. And I took the reins when my children were little, before they even got close to preschool. And what I did was I started teaching them to play stud poker, a very simple game, and we had coins, pennies, nickels, and dimes. They learned their money, and in time we had hundreds of dollars laying there on the table that we would gamble with each evening. And what a fun and exciting time, and I let them win most of the time so they would stay interested in the game and want to learn even more. We also spent time in front of the television, 30 minutes an evening. We would sit there and watch nightly news, and we would talk about it, and that was a fun time for me and my kids. When they got ready and close to school, I spent the money. It was very hard, but I spent the money so they went to preschool. And then, when they got ready for school, the teacher had 30 kids in the class, and I knew at the very best she was going to only give my kid 1/30 of the time, not counting most teachers have a bad kid that they have spent a lot of time with, and so the rest of the kids get hurt by that. So I decided to wiggle the branches with a different kind of ammunition. The ammunition was money. Just as you teach a dog when he's little bitty with treats, you can teach a child and start her out right, or him. And so what I did is I offered the kids $20 for each report card that came in that was good. $20 bill. And they could do whatever they wanted with the money. No strings attached. They earn it. They can do what they want with it. When they hit 5th grade, I went to $50 a report card. And by the time they were in high school, I was giving $500 a semester. No, I didn't have the money quite often, but I would owe it till I could get it paid off in the summertime. Winter was a real slow time and still is at this time in my life. Very hard to make it in the wintertime. But I would owe them the money, and they learned that work, even schoolwork, meant that they were going to have a good income if they had a work ethic, and they accomplished what was the goal, what the goal was. And did it pay off? Well, my oldest one got a big scholarship and her 4 years degree, and now she is a director at a TV station. My youngest, well, she just got her doctorate, a doctorate on virology, viruses, if you will. And with that in mind, and she owes nothing for her 10 years in college. She kept such high grades. She got scholarships all the way through because of that. And so was it worth it? You bet, in my humble opinion.